have a lot of severe weather coming up and potentially a sneaky tornado threat today. Let's get into it. So it all starts today, where we have a slight risk of severe weather that includes anywhere from Muskogee and McAllister through all of the Panhandle. So I do think we will have a sneaky tornado threat with this. I don't think the SPC has put out anything yet, but what I'm looking at, we could see a couple discrete supercells. Never mind, I think they did, I guess. Now we have a 2% risk of tornadoes that includes Elk City, Norman, Lawton, portions of Oklahoma City, Altus, going all the way up into Guyman. So if you are in this green area, you need to be looking out for a potential tornado warning and make sure you have ways to receive warnings. Here's our hail risk today, and you can see we have a hatching, a SIG 1 hatching with a 15%. That includes areas like Elk City, Altus, Woodward, and Guymon. So if you are in these areas, you're going to be looking up big hail, potentially baseball size, with storms later. Alright, and it all starts around 3 p.m. today. You can see we got the remainings of a brief little severe weather event from this morning as I'm recording this. But right now, that could be a little bit of a problem for severe weather, but I wouldn't say a tornado threat. Now, up here is where I'm going to start watch. Look at this cell right here. If this cell does keep going, and when it's in this alone environment, that thing could be a problem, and it moves southeast right into the middle of the Panhandle. If this really does happen, and the supercell is isolated like this thing can produce a tornado. And another one I'm watching over here. Look, around 6 p.m. We might have another one of these supercells, even though it might be a little limited because of this one, but this one could do the same thing. This one could produce a tornado. Just severe weather threats ongoing pretty much all day today. But it keeps going into the night because it looks like we're gonna have a squall line coming in from the north that will slam into Ponca City here and Schindler around 9 p.m. And it looks like this is going to be quite the damaging wind threat. And oh my god, we're still going to be having some discrete supercells this late at night too. I don't know if they're not going to get their daylight heating, but yeah. But looks like this lines could be a problem for Oklahoma City. This around 10 p.m. you can see it's still intensifying. We still got some intense stuff coming out of it. Enid should get hit around 10. Perry, Carrier, Kremlin, all who should be get hit around 10. And this thing will just continue pushing south. And sometime between 10 and 11, that's when Stillwater's going to get hit. Then we get into the morning hours, the wee hours of the morning, 12 a.m., midnight. You can see this line is still going, and it should crash into Shawnee and Edmond around 12 a.m. And then this thing just keeps pushing southerly. But more storms are going to be forming behind it. I do think this might have a brief little severe threat. This is 1 a.m. And then 2 a.m. We can't go past on the 2 a.m. scan. So, yeah. And it doesn't stop there. On Thursday, we have another slight risk that includes areas like Tulsa, Stillwater, Enid, Ponca City, Muskogee, and Bartlesville. We aren't too far out to see the tornado, wind, and hail risks, but I do think we're going to do another video tomorrow to look at this, but we can see a couple things on the models. And it looks like our first storm could form around 6 p.m. over here, just on the Oklahoma-Kansas border near Cherokee. these are expected to be deviated to move southeast. But you can see here, or east-southeast, sorry. You can see here, this becomes a little bit of a broken line right here, just across Kansas and Oklahoma. And these things are, these might be semi-discrete supercells. But these things may produce tornadoes. I'm not exactly sure. But this thing does become a line and pushes into Miami and Grove. And that's all the weather talk I have for you today. Make sure you're looking out for storms later because they're going to be completely all over. But bye for now.